One is the top-down approach and bottoms-up approach. We call this voice of business. This is also available in the website, and also it is there in the Telegram group. Recordings are available for this batch, the previous batches also. Okay, there are previous 5 batches, all the 5 batches recording available. Some of the slides, most of the slides might be the same, but the way that I have explained or the examples that I would have given may have been different because I talk whatever that comes to my mind with my experience. Voice of business, which means that the business voice is good, means it's having good profit, good growth, and good stability. And we said this is through customer satisfaction. We talk about voice of customer. The voice of customer is good, you get loyal customers, and customers buy from you more and more. Okay, customer rating is good. The voice of customer is bad, you get customer complaints. Okay, poor ratings. If there is no voice of customer आवाज ही नहीं है. If you don't hear the voice of the customer, what does it mean? It means he has already gone to competitor. So the customer wants the right product, quality, cost, and delivery. And we said this is possible only with proper structure, standards, and assessment. So this we call voice of the process, because only if you have a team, they can make the standard and reviews. If you don't have a proper team, how will they make the standards? The standards and review mechanisms that will make sure that the customer gets the value for money, which is the right product, right quality, right cost, and deliveries, which will eventually increase our growth and profitability. And for this, we need total employee involvement. You can call voice of employees. You can extrapolate this to enterprise, supply chain, and you can call voice of stakeholders. So voice of employees or stakeholders leads to voice of process, leads to voice of customer, leads to voice of business. And what does the employees want? The employee wants the right tool set, skill sets, and mindset. The tool set, skill set, and the mindset that we have to give the employees should be relevant to the pain area of the business that they are going to address, to build the foundation of the business, which means that we have the strategic objectives of the organization, and all these capabilities that we need to build in the team should be aligned to the strategic objectives of the business. This is called effectiveness. The difference between effectiveness and efficiency is effectiveness is doing right things, and efficiency is doing things right. So in order to give building capability, you need effectiveness, which means that we need to identify what is the strategic objectives of the organization. Generally, strategic objectives are derived from the breakthrough objectives, as we call, which is from the vision, long-term vision of the company. And the business that we are going to be in depends upon the mission. What is the purpose of your existence? So coming down in the hierarchy, we are talking about building capabilities of the people, which can at least take them towards the strategic objectives, maybe the annual objectives, at least for the annual objectives. So that's where we build the talent management system. So this is called as bottoms-up approach. This is a proactive approach. This is an immunity building approach. Generally, Kaizen, JIT, Lean goes through this approach. All of you here for the first time, write 2 things in your, of course, in this Lean journey, there are 3 certifications that we have designed. If you attend this 4 months, this is going to be 4 months now. If you attend all the 4 months, you'll get bronze certification. If you pass the quiz, you'll get silver certification. But today is the first day. You take good notes and write in the form of notes and present a book called My Lean Journey. You will get gold certificate. Almost 5 people who have written My Lean Journey book based on this Lean Practitioner Blueprint. If you start writing from today, every notes with this, I want I want maximum number of lean books from our community in this world. And the notes that you can write, the most important thing is use this methodology, use this philosophy of thinking, but during implementation or writing those notes, use your own experience and examples reflected in that notes, okay, in that book. So if person from service industry, writes a book based on this learnings, then you get a fantastic book on lean in service industry. So this is called, so you take notes of 2 points. One is the pitch has to be ready before you play the game, and fitness before fight. Now, what do I mean by pitch should be ready before you play the game? Even if you go and play in a cricket pitch, even if it's a world-class team, they can't play in the bad pitch. The ground is not okay, they can't play. Similarly, you hire awesome people and ask them to play in an awful environment. Do you think they can play the game? Awesome people playing the game in awful workplace. Do you think they will win the game for you? Okay, so it's very important that you need to prepare fitness for them. What is fitness is and what is preparing the pitch? And that is where the building blocks of excellence. When you actually prepare the pitch, that means you make sure that the workplace is conducive, the workplace is well organized, the workplace looks beautiful, everything is systematic. Actually, the efficient machines and the timely delivery of materials, everything, you set up your workplace so that they can work seamlessly. There is a lot of support required, right? If somebody is injured, immediately the surgeon runs, right? The person who is adding value is actually the batsman. And if he's injured, immediately the physiotherapist rushes. He will not say, you come and see me and I'll do the consulting. He rushes inside because he's the one who is playing the game. Similarly, if there is a defect to rework everything, we need to go to Gemba, rush to really support them. We'll talk about some supporting principles. So this is called bottoms-up approach. If bottoms-up and top-down approaches, when you're playing the game, you are likely to get injured. And what does typical injury means? Probably suddenly there is a customer complaint. Probably suddenly we lost a lot of money in something. Probably our inventory has skyrocketed before we have realized that. Okay, probably our delivery times have become pathetic because customer demands have become more. For that, we can use project-based approach. Immediately, we can form a team and bang, 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 we can do that. But most important thing is, because I'm the guy who has started as a Six Sigma, hardcore Six Sigma, International Lean Six Sigma, Master Black Belt, Six Sigma Black Belt, and then I graduated to Lean Six Sigma. While it has got powerful tools, and it can bring in phenomenal results, unless you make sure that you put some controls method in place. And one of the most important control method is preparing the fitness of the team. If preparing the culture, enabling the culture is the best control method in our environment. If you develop the awesome culture, then whatever tools you give them automatically works. Like in Swachh Bharat or Clean India movement, the top-down approaches, immediately you come and clean the streets, clean the stations. Immediately you can come with an equipment, clean the streets, clean the stations, everything you can do, top-down approach. You bring in phenomenal results. Suddenly the railway station looks beautiful, the bus stands looks beautiful, the streets look beautiful. Ram-through approach. A focused commandos came and we formed an awesome team and we cleaned it. But do you think it will sustain? Yeah, one time it looks good. But then you need to make sure that a culture is induced into the society so that people don't throw the garbage again. Control methods are put and a culture is ensured in that. All right. So if this top-down, bottoms-up approach is clear, let me go to the next one. Now it is important to look at these components, okay? Now, what are these components? To produce the right product quality, cost, and delivery, to involve these employees, thereby deriving customer satisfaction, what are these building blocks of excellence is something that we need to see. That is why every company has to have a model of excellence.